Hey everyone, so it's officially been a week and a half since I quit my job, and it has been one of the most amazing feelings in the world. A ton of bricks have been lifted off my shoulder, and it just feels really good. It feels great, actually. You know what? I need some coffee. It's early. I'm gonna run over to Local Fixture in Uptown Whittier. It has gifts and really cute little knickknacks and everything, and in the back they do have a coffee bar, so I'm gonna go there real quick before we get started on this little chit chat that I want to do with you guys. So let's go and we'll be back. Back. I almost spilled my coffee. Got my almond milk latte and I'm ready now to chat. So with this video, I hope that I can encourage, empower, and also just help someone else out there who's going through something similar or who is feeling the same way that I felt. Because you're not alone. You're not. I went through it. Other people probably went through it. I really believe that, you're able to pull through and you're gonna pull through. It's gonna be okay. Backstory, I was working for a company for about 5 years, and during that time people leave, things change, new management comes in, different expectations come in, all that stuff, yada yada yada. Well, you can imagine what already happened. Since December of last year, I already knew things weren't going to be good for me, and the reason I knew was because of the way that the management was talking to my coworkers, specifically in my department, and I just didn't like it. I didn't think it was nice. I thought it was very rude, almost condescending. I knew deep down this isn't going to be good. And I was right. It started happening to me after that. Little comments started being said to me, stuff like, the department can't afford for you to take time off, you're getting paid too much, so on and so forth. All these things just started being said, and I knew that I had to get out. But I did what I knew best, and I stayed because I was comfortable. I stayed. And I think it's okay, because most people probably would stay and try to see the light at the end of the tunnel and say, you know what, it's going to be okay. Tomorrow's a new day. And I kept doing that. I kept saying, tomorrow's going to be a new day. It's going to be okay. Everything's going to stop. But the reality and the truth is, it's not. Keep in mind, this isn't stuff that I was noticing just myself. Even other people that I worked with noticed it and saw and knew about it. And of course, were they going to speak up? No, because who's going to want to get caught up in that mess, right? And I asked for help in every area and every avenue that I could. I asked for old supervisors' help, and they all told me the same thing: go to HR. And I did. I listened to them. I've been with the company for so long. I've been a hard worker. I've tried to do everything I can to go above and beyond. I was working full time, going to school, trying to finish up and get my bachelor's. So I didn't have time to do things on campus, and I really made up that void by doing things at work. Whenever there was an activity going on, I would be there saying, hey, I'll do it. I'll go ahead and draw things for you guys. I'll go ahead and print things and paste things and make things a lot more enjoyable for my coworkers and myself. Same thing with other activities. If there was any volunteer opportunities, I was there raising my hand and all this stuff. So I was not really known to be a person that was causing problems. I really stayed quiet. I did the best that I could. I would always try to go above and beyond to just be known as a good employee. And I did. I went to HR, but you can imagine probably what happened from there. It went downhill. And I didn't really get the help that I needed. I never got any follow-up. I never got anything really addressed on my end, at least. Nothing. I had already reached out to multiple people, up here, saying, hey, SOS, SOS, SOS. Nothing. There was no real concern behind anyone that I spoke to. Didn't make things better at all. If anything, it did the opposite, because now whenever I would do one tiny little mistake or any little mistake, it was like on the table, let me make sure that that's addressed. Let me make sure that that is being focused on. But every other concern that I said was just kind of like over their head. It led me to one thing and one thing only: to quit. No, I don't resent anything at all. If anything, it opened my eyes and it made me realize that I could have been there for 10 years, 15 years, my whole life and retired there. And at the end of the day, you know, as soon as I do one mistake, or if I speak up against someone else, or if I'm trying to bring my questions and my concerns up to the table, it wasn't going to be taken serious. And I wasn't taken serious. All the time, all the effort that I put in, at the end didn't matter to them. And I'm thankful for the time that I had there because I was able to go to school. I was able to buy my first car. You know, it gave me all the opportunity. But at the end of the day, I wasn't happy. And I think a lot of us were focusing on the quantity versus the quality. Just because you've been there for so long doesn't mean that you deserve to be treated that way. And if you realize you're being treated like crap, get out. But then again, you know, I understand how hard it could be to get out because we're comfortable. And going into the unknown is scary and it causes anxiety. But hopefully just watching videos, maybe talking to other people can help you realize you are important and how you feel is important. And you know, no one wants you to fall into a depression. Even me, I started feeling really sad and kind of falling into a depression, not losing interest of doing things like, you know, on the weekends and stuff, just because I was worried about work. I was worried about what's going to happen next. And it sucks. It sucks. But it is what it is, and take it like a grain of salt. There, it was done. I had outgrown that place, and it's time to move on for my next thing. Well, with everything said, I just have 3 words of wisdom that I feel are important with this whole situation. The first thing is to save money. Save money. If you've been working or if you're gonna start working, start saving money. Anything you can will go a long way, because if you have something saved up, then you have a cushion and you're able to just go if you ever find yourself in a similar situation, or if you're just feeling like, you know what, this isn't for me, you're able to get up and go. Number 2, I would say to definitely just listen to your heart. Be true to who you are. If you're unhappy, try to figure out what you can do to get out of there. Or your instincts are just telling you something, because there's probably a reason why it's telling you that. There's probably a reason why that voice in your head or that little gut feeling is there. Instead of ignoring it, to really hear it out and say, okay, what can I do? What are my options? And focus on that. Last tip I would give is just to embrace the moment. Do you and make the best of it, because it's important to just push through and take advantage of the time that you have. Maybe there's something that you really want to do and live for the moment. It's going to get better. Every low, there's a high, and you're going to be okay. So don't worry. Like I said, you're not alone. I've been through it. Pretty sure other people have been through it, and it's going to be okay.